Hello everyone, this is Komal Mathur, a legal intern at Lexis and Company. I study in Manipal University, Jaipur, and currently I am in my second year. I'm glad to have this opportunity to intern with company like Lexis and Company. Today I'm here to present a video on the topic contract drafting. Specifically, we'll read about employment agreement. So I'll just share my screen and then we'll start. Yeah. So this is what we are going to discuss about a contract, how to draft a contract, what all you have to include into a contract, especially an employment agreement. So for, very first you have to start with an introduction, which says this agreement made as on 22nd January 2021, which I have taken an imaginary or a hypothetical date, between XYZ. XYZ is a one company who is an employer, a corporation incorporated under the law of the province of Rajasthan. You can take anywhere, whichever place you live in. You can use, for example, if you live in Uttar Pradesh, you can use province of Uttar Pradesh, and having its principal place of business at XYZ Corporation. XYZ is a company, as I told you, who's gonna employ. And ABC, who is an employee, a cleaning service of the city of Jaipur in the province of ABC, Rajasthan. So, very first, what you have to do is you have to give introduction of both your employer and employee. For employer, I gave an introduction that it is a corporation which is incorporated under the laws of the province of Rajasthan. And secondly, there is this employer which is ABC and which is a cleaning service. Okay, in the city of Jaipur in the provinces of ABC, Rajasthan. Now what you will do is you will describe about the employment, what the employer desires, what kind of employment he is looking for. The employer desires that the employee will at all times render service faithfully, industriously, and to the best of his skills, ability, experience, and talents. They are needed to perform all the duties required by this position. In carrying out these duties and responsibilities, the employer shall comply with all the employer policies, rules, procedures, and conditions, both written and oral. As are announced by the employer from time to time, the employer wishes to employ the service for a period of 2 years and may extend the term ID of employees once. Now, what is this? This describes what kind of employment he's looking for, what kind of conditions, and what kind of conditions and procedures he want the employee to stick with, and what is the period of the time which the employers seeks the employee to work for him. Now there is this job description, like exactly what the employer has to do in his job. So what is the job description? The employer, which is XYZ Corporation, wants the employer, which is ABC Servicing Company, to perform the following duties and undertake following responsibilities in a professional manner. Now, what are the duties? In some points, first, valid pick and drop of cars at employers' premises. Yani, the employee has to pick the cars which are to be serviced, which are to be cleaned under the ABC cleaning services from the employer's premises itself. Timely dropping back the vehicles before 7 p.m. and the days will be Monday to Friday, only following a standard procedure of cleaning. No other procedure of cleaning, only the procedure of cleaning which is being prescribed by the employer. Any damage to vehicles at employer's premises, the employee will be held liable. If the vehicle which is given for service by the employer to the employee's service company, if there any damage happens to the vehicle, now then who will be responsible? The employer. Other duties as may arise from time to time and as may assign to the employee. There may be some other duties which may be arising from time to time relating to his job and may be assigned to the employee. Now, the third thing which you have to mention into an employment agreement is payment terms. Now, payment terms, first point, as for compensation for all services provided by the employee shall be paid at the rate of 135 per hour. Now, they have prescribed that the full compensation of all the service which the employer will provide will be at the rate of 135 per hour for each day. may wish to include bonus calculations or omit in order to exercise discretion. The salary mentioned in point A shall be reviewed on annual basis. All reasonable expenses arising out of employment shall be reimbursed, assuming the same have been authorized prior being incurred with the provision of appropriate receipts. Okay, so this is where they describe the payment terms, like how much money will be given to them, what bonuses can be given to them, and how will their salary be reviewed on a yearly basis. Now, the fourth thing which you have to include is the time of performance, the period of the performance. The work specified in the contract shall begin at 9 p.m., that is from Monday to Friday, and be completed before or at 7 p.m., that is from Monday to Friday, and Saturday and Sundays will be off for the service. Now, the probation period, in this you have to describe about the probation period which the employer is going to provide to the employee. It is understood and agreed that the first 90 days of employment shall constitute a probationary period, during which the period of employer in its absolute discretion terminate the employee's employment for any reason without notice or cause. Because first 90 days are temporary, so the employer on absolute discretion terminate the employer's employment. Now the benefits. Talking about benefits, the employer has to mention the benefits which the employer is gonna gain during the period of his employment. Now, the termination in this, the employer mentions the reasons or the causes on which, due to which the employee's service or the employer itself can terminate it, which are the employee may at any time terminate this agreement and his employment by giving not less than 2 weeks written notice to the employer. Second point, the employer may terminate this agreement and employment at any time without notice or payment in lieu of notice for sufficient cause. The employer may terminate the employment of the employee at any time without the requirement to show sufficient cause pursuant to above, provided the employer pays to the employee an amount as required by the Employment Standards Act 2000 or other such legislation as may be in the effect at the time of the termination. This payment shall constitute the employer's entire entitlement arising from the said termination. Now, the other thing which you have to mention in your contract is liability waiver. If the employee is injured while performing any described work by the employer at his or her premises or during the course of the work, the employer will take the liability for his or her treatment. And here, what you can do, you can mention a certain limit to which limit you can take the liability for his or her treatment. So here the employer has mentioned the limit of up to rupees 10,000. This limit can be any. This is upon the discretion of the employer. Now, laws entitled this agreement shall be governed by the laws of the province of Rajasthan. Now, whichever state you live into, whichever law directly applies onto you, you have to mention here that the agreement shall be governed according to or by the laws of the province of Rajasthan. Now, XYZ is a company in Rajasthan, so they have used province of Rajasthan. Now, entire agreement, there is a kind of conclusion at last in which you describe your entire agreement. This agreement contains the entire agreement between the parties and shall be amended and modified only by written instrument signed by both the parties hereto. There is no another method. Now, this is applicable for further negotiations on terms and conditions on acceptance by the employer, in witness whereof the employer has caused his agreement to be proposed by its duly authorized officers, signed, sealed, and delivered in the presence of. Now, this is the last thing you have to write. In the presence of you have to write the both the parties. What you will do here, the name of the documentation head, who is who is signing the contract or who is drafting the contract on behalf of XYZ Corporation, his name, the corporation's name, and then here the name of the employer representative or his sign, and at last XYZ sign, who is drafting the employment agreement. So that's it about the employment agreement. Thank you. Have a nice day.